that channel, the words of life. And in this next clip that I'm going to show you guys, and here you can see him using, below you can see him using me as merchandise, clickbait, let me use her photo and things like that. And I would always be saying, you know, always say, look, Yeshua is my husbandman. And this is why he constantly puts out videos now to say, she said she doesn't need a man. Number one, I was married before, I am now divorced. The Most High.
This, I wanted to ask JD, what do they teach y'all about Melech Tzedek? Like, what is your, after you guys are done, what is your perception of what you've been taught about Melech Tzedek?
So Melech is king, right? Melech is king. What is Tzedek? I'm trying to figure out what that was.
Right.
Righteous.
Righteous.
Right.
Tzedek.
So Melech Tzedek, is that somebody's coming? What? Yeah. I mean,
remember Abraham?
Yeah.
When he met him, Melchizedek is a high priest. So Yeshua was after the order of Melchizedek. So that's why I want to know, what do you guys know about him? Because if you understand him, then you understand HaMashiach.
Oh, I see. Okay, is that and then
what's that thing that MOSHE-YAH be saying? What she say? Hallelujah. What's the thing she be saying? What she always say? I heard K.O. saying that today. So I guess they look up to her. You're probably saying that. And it sounds stupid. So I guess come on, be yourself, man. One thing I hate is a copycat, man. So damn, man, she bring that woman's spirit in my house. Use the same exact phrase in the same, tone. No individuality. I'm trying to be someone else. Sounding masculine. See, all of these women that claim that they don't need a man, do you notice how much they try to emulate men and be like men?
Exactly.
That's exactly that's what MOSHE-YAH, she tries to be like a man. She wants to be a priest. The Most High didn't design that for her. Huh? So what is she doing? She's trying to be masculine, something she isn't. As many of these Eves.
To do that. So you block me, that's fine. My phone's going straight to voicemail. That's fine. I bought a ticket and everything to come over there. But I'll eat that. But thanks for showing me who you are. Appreciate it. Shalom.
So as we can clearly see, there's a lot of unlawful, unbiblical things going on here. And so we have to be aware of what we put in our ear gate, eye gate, what we're watching, what we're listening to, what we're consuming. We have to take time off of these social media platforms, study his word, understand who the Father really is. We see a lot of feelings involved in this bashing and stuff like that. And I never proclaim to be a priest. I just want to make that clear. I'm a servant of the Most High. And I just wanted to bring this out. It's a part of a series that I'm doing. And I think it's important to bring this out because there's a woman who goes by the name of Malcolm Norwood, I believe, and she came out with a documentary of a cult that she escaped. And there's so many different false religions out there, and they're making it seem real by calling on the name of Yah, by doing, pretending to do the the feast days, the Moedims, the biblical feast days, and they're using the word to get people off the word. They're mixing the holy and profane, and so check out these clips. Shalom.
I am a disciple of YESHUAH. That means that he is my head. When there is a woman who has no husband like I do, I no longer have one, or I had one who wanted to walk in his path, whereas I wanted to walk in the path of YESHUAH. I no longer have to go through physical men to actually have permission to do what it is that I'm doing. I go straight to YESHUAH himself. So yes, I have permission to the priest, the high priest himself, to confess and to blow the trumpet. And so these offerings, the sin and the guilt offering that I'm offering today, is for YESHUAH. This is my sheave offering. False religions and what to avoid in so-called set-apart ministries. There is a mixture of worship that's happening in this. I'm going to call it a fakening because it's not a real awakening. Yes, Yahweh has definitely sent his word out and he is calling whom he is calling, but everyone isn't chosen. And so you have the territory of YouTube where people will upload their Shabbat lessons, their concerts, their lives, their discussions. That is one territory of this awakening. It's not the whole thing. There is a work that's being done on the ground and also underground. And just for FYI, this whole call, at least, to come out of Babylon, which is physical and spiritual, it has been happening since before my time. And so there has been a campaign to claim this awakening as Hebrew Nation wants to be founders of this, right? Just like the Awakening Remnant, just like Huldah, just like every other ministry that you can think of, everybody is campaigning to be the so-called president or vice president or overall speaker of the house. And it's not working out, you guys. It's not working out. The mixture of worldly concepts as well as other religions in tow with Torah. This is a setup for failure, and it's complete sorcery. And we confess his name, and until we forsake our own ways, it's his word. All right, so let's get into it. Idolatrous cities to be destroyed. The pantheon of Hebrew divination building. This is the premise of how we're supposed to deal with idolatrous cities. So I read in the comments in this brother's video, a lot of people really have Torah twisted in regards to how things are supposed to be called out. They keep quoting Matthew 23 or Matthew 24, where it says to go to your brother if you have an ought with him. But they fully are misunderstanding what Yah is saying as far as a brother who is within your gates, someone that you know, someone that you love, someone that you are fellowshipping with, someone that you have a relationship, as opposed to, like in this situation, a whole people or a congregation or a city that you can clearly see is walking in idolatry or in demon worship straight up. So there's a difference of protocol that we're supposed to handle things. This is not, at least with this judgment with Hebrew Nation building, this is not go to your brother privately. No, this is idolatrous cities are to be destroyed. We are talking about a whole congregation that is doing voodoo worship, that is doing demon conjuring, as well as other things that are abominable to Yahweh. So I am not going to pick up the phone and call one of the...
I just wanted to say thank you to every so-called black woman that voted Joe Biden into office and that's now complaining about the migrant problems. Because guess what? You can thank yourself from the reason that your melanated man that usually makes a medium income won't have a job, because the migrants are willing to work for much less. So it's the Biden administration that allowed this open border, and they're coming here in the millions, and they're depriving American citizens of jobs. So how do we fix this? We have to do the right thing. I know a lot of you don't like Trump because Trump speaks the truth, and he really doesn't concern himself with your emotions, but he knows how to fix things. Right? So you could get out of your emotions. And by the way, again, Miss Black America, thank you for putting the Biden administration in office and ruining our country. Now let's fix it. Always do the right thing. Trump is your answer. Get out of your emotions. I would also like to take this time to acknowledge the so-called black woman for contributing to the Biden administration being in the office. While many will argue that it's all liberal women's, no, that's not the truth. Did you know that more black women voted for Joe Biden administration and Kamala Harris than Barack Hussein Obama? Astonishing, you say? Well, the facts show that 90% of black women voted for the Joe Biden administration over Trump, contributing to the current migrant problems, where we have migrants making videos saying, hey, if you have 4 children, you could have $20,000.
So what we're seeing here is a man blaming melanated women as if only the melanated women voted for Trump. And this person calls herself a priest, a Kahan, a Cohen. And they're telling people to vote. But yet also, if you notice in the video, he sounds exactly like Trump. And what's so scary is he said that his baby mother was trying to sound like me, that she had no individuality of herself, of her own. And we see that watching too many politics can drive someone insane. He has his Make America Great hat on again. It's just hypocrisy. So this is why we have to be careful who we watch. He sounds just like, I just want to say thank you, sounding like Trump, saying that we should vote him in, do the right thing. We're not called to preach voting and other men and to worship any man but Yahuwah.